So underneath your Boolean logic tape-in, let's write an example of a while loop in our code. So let's say we want an example of, or let's say we just want to keep a motor on indefinitely. So keep motor on indefinitely. I start the code and it does not stop at any point. So the first thing we do is obviously, beginning of the code is task main. Let's move this up just a little bit. Task main, and then parentheses, parentheses. Beneath, I'm going to open my bracket to start my code. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to write my first while statement. So I'm just going to say while, very simple, and I'm going to open my parentheses. And I'm going to say while 1 equals 1. Now when I write 1 equals 1, again, when you're using the equal sign, you need to use 2 equal sign. If you're saying something equals something else in Robot C, you use 2 equal sign in a row. So we say while 1 equals 1. Question, when does 1 equal 1? Always. So in other words, let's write our pseudocode. Always true. So while 1 equals 1, and whenever you have a while statement, you don't put a semicolon. Instead, you open another bracket. Notice that I indented my bracket in. There's an indentation there. That helps a lot when it comes to opening and closing separate brackets, is to indent inward. We'll talk about that a little more in detail in a second. What do I want to happen always? Have the motor on. So we'll just say start, lowercase s, capital M motor, start motor, parentheses, lowercase r, right motor, capital M for motor, comma, we'll just put it at half speed, 63, close your parentheses and put a semicolon, because this is a command, this is a regular line of code, so we put a semicolon. Again, notice there is no semicolon on our while statement. That's all I want to happen during this. Okay, so then I'm going to close my while bracket. And then I'm going to close my code bracket. Now, it gets kind of annoying hitting tab at every line to make sure it tabs out to make it indented, right? But there's a button in Robot C called Fix Formatting. And Fix Formatting equals your best friend. Or I guess since this is Robot C, we can say equals equals. It's your best friend. If you have multiple brackets opening and closing in Robot C, if you hit the Fix Formatting button, it'll automatically indent everything correctly for you. It's just nice and neat. Try it out when you're playing with your conditional statements. Just hit the Fix Formatting button.